Okay, friends, let's meet BLT. Not the sandwich, but the byte-latent transformer. Bye-bye, tokens. BLT groups bytes into dynamic patches, adapting like a brainy puzzle solver to make models faster, smarter, and way cooler. So buckle up and get ready to patch things up. Literally. Let's dive in.
Let's jump straight into a tokenizer-free approach to language modeling known as the Byte-Latent Transformer, or BLT. Instead of depending on tokenization, BLT works directly with raw bytes. It dynamically forms patches of varying sizes, where patch length is guided by the entropy or unpredictability of the next byte. As data grows more complex, patches shrink, allowing the model to concentrate its computational resources on the most challenging parts. In shifting away from tokenization, BLT aims to solve the biases and inefficiencies introduced by conventional token-based compression. Traditional methods are sensitive to noise, domain-restricted, and often uneven across languages. Direct byte-level training is expensive, as sequences are long, and previous attempts to handle this led to attention-free or efficient attention methods that did not scale well to large models. BLT addresses these issues by grouping bytes dynamically into latent patches. Instead of relying on static tokens, BLT's flexible representations are determined during training. Using lightweight encoders and decoders, it maps arbitrary byte groups into latent patches, adjusting compute resources on the fly, and avoiding uniform allocation of effort to every token as standard models do. Comparisons to token-based models like Llama 2 and 3 illustrate BLT's scaling advantages. A key graph, Figure 1, plots training flops, computational effort, against bits per byte, BPB, a measure of efficiency. BLT increases both patch size and model size dynamically, but keeps inference costs fixed. Initially, BLT's curves start off higher on the BPB axis, but soon surpass Llama trends as training progresses. Vertical lines indicate where larger patch sizes become more optimal. This adaptability allows BLT to allocate fewer resources to low-entropy text regions and more to complex areas, contrasting with the fixed compute distribution in token-based systems. BLT's approach scales up to 8 B parameters and 4 trillion training bytes, introducing FLOP-controlled scaling studies at byte level. It matches Llama 3 training performance while using up to 50% fewer flops at inference. Robustness improves because BLT can process raw bytes, handling noise, phonological tasks, and machine translation with fewer domain constraints. By simultaneously adjusting patch and model size, BLT reuses saved compute in the global latent transformer. This dynamic allocation of compute leads to scaling gains, improved robustness, and more efficient training, expanding how large language models can be built without fixed vocabulary tokenization. BLT's architecture comprises 3 modules: a local encoder, a latent transformer, and a local decoder. The local encoder processes raw bytes into latent patch representations, capturing local relationships similarly to n-grams. These patches are passed into the latent transformer, which predicts the next patch and distributes compute where needed. Finally, the local decoder reconstructs byte sequences from the predicted patches. This 3-part design allows the model to handle byte-level inputs efficiently, focusing effort on challenging parts of the data. To form patches, BLT splits byte sequences. The patch size, average bytes per patch, impacts computational load. Simple methods like strided patching group bytes at fixed intervals but suffer inefficiencies. For example, they waste computation on low information segments and lack consistency when splitting similar sequences. Such rigid methods ignore context, motivating the need for more adaptive patching strategies. Various patching methods are compared, including fixed striding, byte pair encoding, BPE, entropy-based methods, space-based patching, and CNN-based approaches. The number and size of patches differ across methods, influencing compute costs. Entropy-based patching, in particular, identifies high information regions and adjusts patch boundaries accordingly. Figure 4 shows how byte-level entropy helps detect where to start new patches, guiding the model to focus on complex areas while reducing unnecessary splits elsewhere. Space patching uses space-like characters as natural boundaries, creating new patches whenever a space is encountered. This concentrates computation on the first byte of a word, which is often harder to predict. However, it's not flexible enough for all contexts. Entropy patching improves upon this by using a small language model to measure byte-level uncertainty. When entropy surpasses a threshold, a new patch starts, ensuring that high-entropy regions get more modeling capacity. This approach balances efficiency and precision, adapting patch size based on actual difficulty. 2 adaptive entropy-based patching constraints are introduced. The global constraint uses a fixed threshold on entropy, while a monotonic constraint triggers new patches when entropy increases. Both methods are applied during lightweight pre-processing. The text also contrasts BPE tokenization with incremental patching. BPE relies on a predefined vocabulary, while BLT's patches form on the fly, without a fixed vocabulary. This reshapes the trade-off between token size and computational cost. Larger token sizes reduce the number of steps but inflate embedding dimensions, while BLT's dynamic segmentation can maintain efficiency more flexibly. BLT integrates a large global transformer with 2 lightweight local models, an encoder and a decoder. The global transformer manages latent patches, while the local models handle byte-to-patch encoding and decoding. The global transformer uses a block causal attention mask, focusing only on relevant patches and saving computations. This allows dynamic activation of compute resources, allocating more capacity where complexity is higher, and scaling training and inference more efficiently. The local encoder is a lightweight transformer that converts input bytes into patch representations. Each byte is embedded, and hash n-gram embeddings enrich these representations with context from previous bytes. A local block causal attention mask ensures each byte only attends to a limited window, avoiding excessive computation. By producing compact patch-level embeddings, the local encoder pre-processes byte sequences for the global model efficiently. Within the local encoder, multi-headed cross-attention helps transform the pooled byte embeddings into coherent patch representations. Queries, keys, and values are formed through linear projections, enabling attention computations to focus on relevant byte regions within a patch. These latent patch outputs move onward to the global transformer, optimizing computational effort by ensuring the model only attends to necessary information at the patch level. Figure 5 highlights the local encoder-decoder cross-attention mechanism. Patch representations serve as queries, and byte representations as keys and values in the encoder. Masking ensures each patch only attends to its own bytes. In the decoder, this relationship is reversed. Byte representations query the patch outputs. Prelayer norm is applied to queries, keys, and values, stabilizing computations. This bidirectional cross-attention structure allows accurate reconstruction of byte sequences from latent patches. The local decoder uses fewer layers than the global model, making it efficient. It predicts bytes conditioned on previously decoded bytes, using cross-attention to incorporate the patch-level context. Queries are now byte representations, while patch representations form keys and values. Multi-headed attention processes these steps, enabling the decoder to unfold the latent patch predictions into detailed byte sequences. Each step updates representations, ensuring continuity and context during decoding. Moving into the experimental setup, BLT is evaluated against tokenization-based models under fair conditions. 2 main pre-training datasets are used: the Llama 2 dataset, 2 trillion tokens, for architectural optimization, and BLT-1T, 1 trillion tokens, for direct comparisons with Llama 3 on downstream tasks. To ensure fairness, BLT is not granted longer sequence contexts than token-based models. The Llama 3 tokenizer with 128K tokens acts as a baseline for comparisons. Entropy-based patching and patch size control are crucial during training. An entropy model, a byte-level language model with 100 million parameters and a 14-layer transformer, guides the patch boundaries. The context sizes and batch sizes are carefully balanced, ensuring consistent byte-level contexts. BLT's training implementation handles variable patch lengths dynamically, padding or truncating sequences to avoid memory overload. This careful setup preserves fairness and efficiency during experiments. Entropy patching can lead to larger patches in structured content, causing entropy drift. To address this, Entropy contexts are reset, and monotonicity constraints are applied. FLOP calculations are explained, detailing how transformer costs are measured. Input embeddings are treated as lookups rather than dense multiplications, and backward passes double forward flops. These careful FLOP estimates ensure a transparent comparison of computational efficiency across models. Bits per byte, BPB, is introduced as a tokenizer-independent metric. It measures uncertainty at the byte level, avoiding reliance on tokenizers. BLT's transformer architecture mirrors Llama 3's design, incorporating SWI-GLU activations and rotary positional embeddings, also known as rope, for efficiency at scale. A scaling parameter theta equals 500,000 helps handle long contexts. These architectural choices optimize BLT's local and global models for better performance. Scaling trends are presented, showing BLT's BPB performance against training flops under space and entropy patching. Space patching yields competitive BPB, while entropy patching adapts patch sizes more dynamically, further improving efficiency. Techniques like RMS norm, flash attention, and flex attention masks accelerate training. These refinements position BLT as more efficient at large scales by tailoring compute to data complexity. BLT-specific hyperparameter settings for models between 400M and 8B parameters are described. Hash embeddings, learning rate schedules, and optimization details support smooth scaling and robust downstream evaluations. The scaling trends confirm that BLT models can match or surpass the training efficiency of tokenized models over large datasets. This provides evidence of BLT's potential for training on substantial byte-level corpora. Comparing BLT and BPE models on the Llama 2 dataset, 1B to 8B parameters, demonstrates that BLT can achieve similar performance per flop scaling as state-of-the-art BPE models. Even with simpler space patching, BLT outperforms earlier byte-level baselines. Larger patch sizes help BLT close gaps with token-based models. This suggests that increasing patch sizes is a viable path toward efficiency and performance parity with BPE tokenizers at scale. Moving beyond compute optimal ratios, the BLT1T dataset supports evaluations on classification and code generation tasks. Tasks include ARC Easy, ARC Challenge, HeliSwag, PIQA, and MMLU for classification, and MBPP/Human Eval for code generation. Comparisons are made between BPE-based Llama 3, BLT space-based patching, and BLT entropy-based patching models. The monotonic constraint with entropy reset ensures stable patching performance, and BLT shows it can scale to downstream tasks effectively. Table 1 presents BLT versus Llama 3 performance. BLT entropy surpasses Llama 3 on several classification tasks and code evaluations, while BLT space sacrifices some accuracy for improved efficiency. Table 2 examines scaling further, revealing that larger patches reduce flops significantly. BLT can cross token-based performance thresholds at smaller compute scales, offering a path toward fixed inference scenarios that still benefit from flexible patching. BLT entropy outperforms Llama 3 in most tasks when using the same number of bytes, leveraging dynamic patching and direct byte modeling. BLT space trades some accuracy for fewer flops, demonstrating a flexible balance between performance and cost. As BLT scales both model and patch size, it efficiently reduces the frequency of full transformer runs. Experiments confirm that increasing patch sizes, 6 or 8 bytes, competes well with token-based models at reduced computational steps, allowing for added encoder layers when needed. Further comparisons between Llama 3, Llama 3.1, and BLT on various benchmarks show BLT handling noisy evaluations and specific transformation tasks effectively. On original tasks like HeliSwag, BLT performs competitively. Under noise conditions like AntSpeak or uppercase transformations, BLT still maintains robust performance. On the CUTE benchmark, BLT excels at sequence manipulations and orthographic variations, highlighting its strong byte-level capabilities. Scaling behavior reveals that BLT's advantage grows at larger compute and model sizes. Initially, token-based methods may lead, but BLT catches up and surpasses them as training continues. With larger patch sizes, BLT leverages fewer transformer runs, and scaling from smaller to larger models is more FLOP efficient. This unique scaling property allows BLT to approach or surpass token-based models when training budgets and model sizes increase. In multilingual translation tasks, BLT and Llama 3 score similarly on well-represented languages but differ on lower-resource languages. BLT slightly outperforms Llama 3 in these challenging settings, managing to produce more accurate translations for languages with sparse training data. This indicates BLT's robustness in byte-level modeling for languages where token-based vocabularies may struggle, offering an advantage in multilingual and low-resource translation scenarios. BLT's direct byte-level approach is tested under various noising strategies. These scenarios probe the model's resilience to input disturbances like character dropping or case manipulation. BLT's byte-level flexibility allows it to remain effective despite disruptions that can confuse token-based models. By not relying on predefined token boundaries, BLT handles unexpected input patterns more gracefully. On the CUTE benchmark, BLT outperforms Llama models in tasks like substitute word and swap char, demonstrating its ability to handle intricate byte-level changes. Realistic noising strategies such as random case, repeat, or uppercase do not derail BLT as easily, and it maintains higher accuracy. Even with more challenging manipulations, BLT consistently demonstrates a stronger capacity for dealing with fine-grained character-level modifications. Beyond character-level tasks, BLT also excels in low-resource machine translation. It achieves near or better performance than token-based models in several challenging language pairs. BLT shows gains in tasks that stress morphological, orthographic, and compositional understanding, consistently performing well even with significantly less training data compared to some token-based baselines. Such results underscore BLT's flexibility and effectiveness in diverse language scenarios. Experiments also explore initializing BLT from pre-trained Llama 3 parameters. This approach accelerates convergence and improves performance on tasks like MBPP and human eval. By using a trained global transformer as a starting point, BLT requires fewer flops to achieve similar or better results. Even with the same compute budget, leveraging pre-trained parameters yields a more efficient path to strong performance. Further comparisons show that while BLT initialized from Llama 3 performs well on most tasks, certain tasks like MMLU and human eval see slight dips. This suggests opportunities for refinement. The ablations and discussion section examines how entropy model hyperparameters, patching schemes, like strided or whitespace-based, and data mixtures influence BLT's outcomes. These ablations aim to identify parameters that most impact efficiency and accuracy. Scaling tests with entropy models of different sizes and context windows reveal a general trend. Larger parameters and longer contexts improve BPB up to a point, after which returns diminish. A table compares Llama 3's BPE model to BLT's space and entropy patching schemes, showing that entropy-based approaches can outperform BPE across tasks like HellaSwag and ARCE. This suggests entropy-based patching as a key factor for unlocking BLT's performance gains. Analyses of patching strategies confirm entropy patching as more effective than static space patching. Cross-attention ablations show that certain configurations yield improved performance, especially when the decoder leverages cross-attention effectively. On datasets like Common Crawl, these optimizations further reduce BPB, underscoring that how and where cross-attention is applied matters for final efficiency and accuracy. Cross-attention ablations examine different layer placements in encoder and decoder stacks. Applying cross-attention throughout the decoder and using selective strategies in the encoder leads to lower BPB values. Adjusting n-gram sizes and vocabulary also influences results. Larger vocabularies and diverse n-grams help models capture richer contextual information. Such findings highlight that careful tuning of cross-attention and vocabulary parameters can refine BLT's performance across large-scale datasets. Experiments with n-gram hash embeddings and local model hyperparameters reveal that increasing vocabulary size and using multiple n-gram lengths lowers BPB. After 300K hashes, gains diminish, suggesting an optimal balance. Combining lightweight encoders and heavier decoders proves efficient. The related work discussion acknowledges the evolution from character-level RNNs to today's byte-level transformers. Early character-level approaches handled out-of-vocabulary terms well, setting the stage for BLT's current advancements. More results show that hash n-gram embeddings let BLT use lighter encoders effectively, freeing capacity for decoders and improving BPB. Early character-level models like ByteNet and hierarchical LSTMs hinted at flexible text representations. Modern character-level transformers faced challenges due to longer sequences and less abstraction. BLT's patching, hashing, and hierarchical design help overcome these scaling limitations. Byte-level models like Canine and BYT5 perform well with less data but remain computationally heavy due to their sequence lengths. Recent methods such as Mamba reduce this burden by maintaining a fixed-size memory state. Patching-based approaches manage flops more directly, adjusting granularity to improve efficiency. Entropy-based patching stands out as an approach that can meet or surpass standard transformers' performance at substantial scale. Recent byte-level approaches like Megabyte use static patching and local decoding to match tokenizer-based models at the 1B scale. Still, static patching isn't as compute efficient as desired. BLT's improved patching and local models narrow this gap. Although current scaling laws were developed for BPE-level transformers, adapting and refining these laws could further improve BLT as models grow beyond 1B parameters. Such refinements hold the promise of optimizing future large-scale training even more. In conclusion, BLT demonstrates a scalable, tokenizer-free framework that dynamically groups bytes into patches, adjusting computation across data complexity. It competes with token-based models like Llama 3, achieving similar performance with fewer inference flops. BLT can scale model and patch sizes flexibly, and excels at robust, byte-level tasks that challenge traditional tokenizers. This work suggests new directions for efficient large language models that handle raw byte data without the constraints of predefined vocabularies. And with that, we wrap up this detailed look into BLT. Imagine a future where models aren't bound by tokens, but freely roamed byte by byte. Thank you for tuning in, and may your next byte of data be infinitely more enlightening.